This is #1 champion sound. Yeah, Estelle, we about to get down. Who the hottest in the world right now? Just touched down in London town. Bet they give me a pound. Tell them put the money in my hand right now. Set up a motor, we need more seats. We just sold out all the floor seats.
Take me on a trip, I'd like to go someday. Take me to New York, I'd love to see LA. I really want to come pick you with you. You'll be my American boy. He said, hey sister, it's really nice to meet ya. I just met this 5'7" guy who's just my type. Like the way he's speaking, his confidence is peaking.
Now, if you have a look at the leaves on this tree, you will notice that they're green and they kind of spring into the air like leaves, you know. Now, you hear about this in the Aborigines, how they talk shit about how they dream of shit. But they would have said that this creek here, made by a snake. But we don't get snakes in Australia. Now, see this? This is the only venomous snake you'll find in Australia. It's called a wattle tree. Yeah. Now, you don't really find much wildlife in this area because, like, it's not the right habitat for wildlife. You need more of a urban situation to find the kangaroos and stuff. Like over there, so you see cars and houses and stuff. That's where you find all the roos. Now, this area, it was made by Far Cry 4. When the game was released, it dropped so hard that it made this whole area drop by 1 meter. Now, you may think that that is not true, but I am informing you right now that it is. And a fucking seagull, you see that? Yeah, up there. Because we're close to the ocean, you know. Don't see them often. This log here, it is an ancient Aborigine didgeridoo. What you do is pick it up like this, and you go. Now, I am at the moment standing on an ant's nest. Now, judging by the size of the hole, I'd say that these are some big ants, but they have learnt how to weld metal onto other bits of metal, which protects them from other bits of wildlife that you don't find in this area, other than seagulls. Now, we used to have grass all up this area, as you'd see on both sides of the road, but it was actually worn down by these big buffalo. Now, you may see down there, there's a couple of buffalo just sitting around. Yeah, they don't really care. There's a dude mowing his lawn, but the buffalo are quite tame in this area. Cooper Street region, if you're wondering. But the thing about buffaloes is they have this weird way of communicating. When they go honk, like a goose, honk honk, and they weigh up to, a female would be 1 to 2 tons, and the male doubling that size, 3 to 4 tons. But, oh, look at that fucking buffalo going down this traffic all the time. Very busy area. See, have a look at this, another buffalo on its way down the track at the moment. They are looking for wild deer and seagulls. Sometimes they do hunt ants, but with the ants welding technique, it makes it hard for the buffalo to get into the ants' nests. Okay, as you can see, this is the local fish and chip shop, Georgian Kids. Now, we have a lot of tourists come down this area to try our fish and our chips. Chips are pretty good. But the fish that we find in this area, they're a lot like the seagulls, but not like seagulls. They're more like octopus. Now, you may have seen this in your times around your towns but this is our local Mickey D's. You can sometimes come around here and catch wild Charmanders. You can get some Squirtles, and every now and again you do find a wild Rattata, but that's rare. Now, we've found quite a active hotspot for buffalo around here, so we're going to take you for a walk with the buffalo. Now, you got to be careful because buffalo stop for no one. They will run you over, so to speak. But, oh my god, look at that. That is a push bike. Yep, okay, we've got to be quick because we're walking across the road with wild buffalo. See, cameraman nearly got into an accident with the wild buffalo. That was a 5-seater buffalo. Now, we're just crossing the road over to the this area of Stawell, back where you get the snails. You get lots of snails around here because it's a pretty slimy part of town.
Ooh, some buffalo action.
Yeah, they're communicating over there using their honk honk action that I did mention before.
Okay.
Now, this is where you find a lot of your rock type Pokemon. If I can just see if I can get one in here. Yep, exactly, this one. Now this is a Geodude. You don't find them in this area of town particularly, but we were lucky because we found a hot spot for lots of rock Pokemon activity down this area straight. You can tell by the greyness of the road and the rocks all over the place from the rock type Pokemon shedding their skin. Now, this is a very dangerous place, so we better keep moving. Over there, you will see a wild human lady scrounging for berries. But what she doesn't realise is the berries out of that tree are very poisonous to ladies. But if you look down the road here, you'll see a wild man mowing the grass to get the grass trimmings to wipe them on his earlobes. It prevents hair loss. So he has the right idea. She doesn't know what she's doing. Men, women, we already know where that ends. I may have mentioned, we're in the USA. Australia, I meant. Go Eureka! Now, we tried to get a closer look at the wild man mowing his lawns, but there is a danger. He has a lawnmower. Now, underneath, they have very sharp blades that will cut your fingertips off. Fuck, he's hurt us. Run. Relatively safer animal. This is a Jaco, otherwise known as the water buffalo. As you can see the streamlined look of it, it can dive in and out of the water, much like a frog. It's a very mystical creature. We should leave it alone before it gets too agitated.